We get requests from everything for help to build a church, a new church, or repair a church. Everything from that to once I got a photograph recently of one of our leaders' refrigerator was empty, all except for a bottle of milk and a bottle of juice, and they were requesting help to literally get some groceries. So I guess when you're in the position where you have a need, they're all great. But when it comes to hungry people, I think that's a huge need. We also have requests sometimes to help with medical situations where someone needs a surgery. I had a request for help with one of our superintendent's mother was having to have surgery, and they were just having a hard time getting by. So it's difficult to just define what is the greatest need. I think for all of us, the greatest need we have is the one we're in at the moment. So, we try to do the best we can to help people when they're in those situations in life. Every year, Feast of Ingathering is extremely important because it is the offerings that come in is how we operate the department. Many times people will send in money to build a church or buy a car for someone or meet some specific need. But our department has to operate. And the Feast of Ingathering is what we use to operate our department. It helps pay salaries. It helps pay for the insurance on the vehicle we have and the fuel in that vehicle and the travel expenses associated with the department and the office expenses and so on. And so that's how, it's just basically takes care of the cost of doing business or the cost of doing ministry. So it's extremely important. But this year, it's even more so important because we have this upcoming general conference in 2025, and we're going to have the added expenses of hosting our delegates when they get here. We'll have to feed them for several days. We'll have to help them with travel expenses and just basically getting them around once they're here during this general conference and getting them back home. So this year it's extremely important for our churches to pitch in and help us. I pastored for 20 years, and so I could say that I think probably the best thing that a pastor of a local church can do for us is just simply give your people the opportunity to give to general world missions. That may look like you standing up in your pulpit on a given Sunday in November or whatever month and saying, hey, we're going to receive an offering for our world missions department. And this money is going to go to help them to be a blessing in these over 26 countries that we're in across the world. Another way that pastors could possibly help us is to consider sitting down with your church board in a business meeting or a board meeting rather, and deciding to budget a percentage to send to us monthly. That would be a great blessing as well. What I would say to the pastor of a small church is I get where you are. I pastored for 20 years. I've seen those financial reports and those budgets that would, were it not for the peace of God, you'd spend a lot of nights awake. I've been there, I've seen that, and I understand where you're coming from. And I know sometimes that we get in a place as a pastor where maybe there's just a little bit of pride, and we feel like, well, I saw that report back some time ago when such and such church gave $20,000 to missions, and I'm embarrassed to give $100. Well, I'm begging you to please get out of that mentality. I have a saying, a little bit of something is always better than a whole lot of nothing. This past year, 2023, we only had 49% of our churches give to world missions. That is 86 churches gave, 88 churches did not give. So I'm telling you, all you have to do is give your people an opportunity to give. The amount of the offering is not as important as it is just to participate and just to do something to help us. I just want to say thank you to all of the churches that gave last year. We couldn't do what we do without you. And I really want to encourage those of you that may not have given last year to please consider doing something for your General World Missions Department. This is not my department, it's our department. It belongs to all of us, and we cannot be successful unless we do this together. And God bless you and thank you.